Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Gentle Afternoon with Boy on the Sofa. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was one of those afternoons that didn't rush anyone. The sunlight came through the window softly, not too bright, not too lazy. The clock ticked quietly on the wall, and the world outside seemed to agree to lower its volume for a while. This was the kind of afternoon that felt like a deep breath after a long day, or maybe even after a long week. I dropped my bag near the door and kicked off my shoes without caring where they landed. Before I could sit down, I felt a familiar presence. Boy was already there, standing beside the sofa, tail wagging slowly, not wildly excited, just happy. His eyes followed me carefully, like he had been waiting for this exact moment. This is Boy's special time. Every day, when afternoon turns gentle, Boy claims the sofa. Not loudly, not dramatically. He simply jumps up, circles twice, and lies down in the same spot, as if the sofa remembers him and saves the space. Today was no different. I sat down next to him, phone in hand, ready to scroll mindlessly like usual. But Boy leaned closer, placing his warm body against my leg. His head rested on my thigh, heavy and calm. I looked down at him. His eyes were half closed, blinking slowly, like he was saying, "You're home now. You can stop running." So I did. I put my phone aside. Boy sighed, a deep, satisfied sigh. His tail thumped gently against the cushion once, twice, then stopped. The room felt warmer, quieter, safer. The afternoon wrapped around us like a soft blanket. If this were a vlog, I'd probably say, "Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're doing absolutely nothing together." And somehow, that felt like everything. Boy shifted slightly, adjusting himself until he was perfectly comfortable. One paw stretched out, touching my arm like a casual reminder that he was there. The other paw tucked under his chest. His breathing was slow and steady, rising and falling in a peaceful rhythm. I started talking to him, like I always do. "Boy, you know this is your sofa now, right?" His ear twitched. "And I'm just a guest." No response. But his tail moved again, just a little. That's the thing about afternoons like this. Nothing big happens. No grand adventures. No dramatic events. Just quiet companionship. And yet, these are the moments that stay with you the longest. I noticed the tiny details. The way Boy's fur caught the sunlight, turning soft brown into warm gold. The gentle warmth of his body through the fabric of my clothes. The faint sound of his breathing mixing with the hum of the afternoon. At some point, he rolled onto his side, exposing his belly slightly, not fully, just enough to invite trust. I smiled and scratched his chest slowly. His back leg kicked once, then relaxed. This was our unspoken agreement. I don't need to entertain him. He doesn't need to impress me. We just exist together. Outside, I could hear distant sounds, cars passing, voices drifting, life moving on. But inside, time felt paused. Boy's eyes closed completely now. His head pressed a little harder against my leg, like he was anchoring himself to me. And maybe, in a way, I was anchoring myself to him too. Sometimes I think Boy understands more than we give him credit for. He seems to know when I'm tired, even if I don't say it. He knows when silence is better than words. He doesn't ask questions or expect answers. He just stays. If this were a vlog, I'd probably whisper, "This is my favorite part of the day." And Boy, still asleep, would silently agree. The afternoon slowly leaned toward evening. The light changed color, becoming softer, warmer, almost nostalgic. Boy stirred slightly, opened one eye, then the other. He looked at me, as if checking whether I was still there. I was. He lifted his head and gave a small stretch, front paws forward, back curved gently, then settled again. No rush. No need to move. In that moment, I realized something simple but powerful. Boy doesn't measure time by clocks. He measures it by presence. To him, this afternoon wasn't unproductive. It wasn't wasted. It was full of warmth, safety, and quiet connection. And maybe that's what we forget sometimes. We chase busy days, full schedules, endless goals. We think value comes from movement, from doing more, from being louder. But Boy finds happiness on a sofa, beside someone he trusts, during a slow afternoon. If this were the ending of a vlog, I'd probably look into the camera and say, sometimes, the best moments are the ones where nothing happens. Boy would yawn, rest his head back down, and close his eyes, completely content. And the afternoon would fade away gently, just like it arrived. This gentle afternoon with Boy on the sofa is more than just a cute moment. It's a quiet lesson about how we live our lives today. In a world that constantly pushes us to hurry, achieve, and multitask, animals like Boy remind us of the value of slowing down. He doesn't care about deadlines or notifications. What matters to him is presence, trust, and shared space. From Boy, we learn that love doesn't always need words. Sometimes, simply being there is enough. Animals teach us emotional honesty. They stay when they feel safe, they leave when they don't, and they express affection without conditions. That kind of purity can gently guide us back to what truly matters. To apply this lesson in daily life, try creating small moments of stillness. Spend time with your pets without distractions. Observe their behavior, their calm, their trust. Let yourself match their rhythm, even for a short while. Treat animals not as entertainment, but as companions with feelings and needs. When humans and animals connect with respect and patience, both lives become richer. Like Boy on the sofa, sometimes happiness is simply found by sitting still, together.